Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy Dizzle back with another banger video for you guys. And in today's video, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be showing you guys the best Trae Young build in NBA 2K21. And yeah, I guess without further ado, let's just jump right into it. You know, be sure to drop a like and subscribe if you are new to the channel. And yeah, let's get right into it. So first things first, we're gonna obviously be picking a point guard. Handness does not matter, jersey number does not matter. I just pick left-handed because that's what I prefer. It looks more comfortable to me. That's how I shoot in real life. So yeah, obviously we're gonna pick point guard. Now the thing I was contemplating on this build, obviously Trae's an elite shooter. He's also a pretty solid playmaker. I didn't really know 100% which one you should go with, the one with a little bit more shooting or, you know, half and half. You do get 27 shooting badges if you pick this one. This one I think you get 25, so we're just gonna go half and half so we can get Hall of Fame playmaking as well, not just Hall of Fame shooting. Now for the physicals, obviously we're going to be picking the fastest physical for Trae Young. Now for the attributes, okay, we're going to go down to the shooting. We're going to first off max the 3-point shot and the free throw, and then we're actually going to try to get a little bit of a rare name on this build. We're going to take the mid-range down to an 84. We're going to max out the post fade. Actually you're going to take the post fade down until you get a 74, so you still get 23 shooting badges. Now for the playmaking, obviously we're going to max out pass accuracy and ball handling. And honestly, this is already pretty realistic to Trae. He's not an insane finisher. He's also not an insane defender. But now the last 230 attributes are completely just bonus attributes. Like, you've already basically made Trae. You've got the playmaking, you got the shooting. Now it's up to you what you want on the build. If you want more defense, obviously upgrade the defense. This build is going to be 6'1" though as well, because it is Trae Young. I mean, we might make some 6'3" depending on what the attributes are looking like, but yeah. So I guess if you want like a better offensive build, definitely max out the finishing. You can take this down to a 70, and then max out perimeter D and lateral quickness still. And then you could upgrade the steal, but I'm not 100% sure what you should do. It depends on your playstyle. You know, if you want to be more slashing, if you want to be more defensive, it's completely on you. I guess for this build, Trae Young is definitely more of an offensive player than, I think he's better at finishing around the hoop than he is on defense. So we're just going to go ahead and upgrade the finishing. They say we're going to have 9, 23, 24, and 1. So now for the attributes, okay, obviously Trae is 6'1", without shoes on. But for this build to be the best it can possibly be, I personally think 6'5" is probably the best this build can play. Obviously it's not going to be exactly like Trae when it's 6'5", but you do get more defense, which you don't have a lot of in the first place. You get a little bit more slashing. You could still speed boost. You don't lose any shooting. So that's what we're gonna go with, 6'5". Again, you can go 6'3" if you want, but we're just gonna go 6'5" to make the build as best as we can. Now for the wingspan and the weight, okay, we're obviously gonna go minimum weight. We want to be as fast as possible. Now for the wingspan, personally I'd probably go minimum, because I mean, look at that. You get a 90, you would have a 94 or 95 3 ball, like 89 ball handling. But if you decided to go up a little bit, you would still be able to speed boost. You just get better slashing. Still have an 87 3 with like 23 shooting badges, which is not bad. This helps you play the passing lane more. Obviously helps you on the perimeter defensive end as well. So it's really up to you. Obviously more realistic would definitely be minimum wingspan, but to make the build better, it'd probably be max wingspan. But I guess we're just gonna go with the we're gonna go with 78.8. It's not bad, but you know, we're gonna go 77.0 to get that as high 3 balls as we can, because obviously Trae is a knockdown shooter. Now for the takeover, obviously all 3 of these are pretty accurate to Trae. He's a shot creator, he is a playmaker, and he is a spot up shooter. When I think of this takeover, I definitely think more of like limitless range type stuff. But yeah, personally I think Trae would definitely have the sharp shooting take. Now as you see, we have built a playmaking shot creator, shades of Stephen Curry, who is Trae's ceiling level player, Steve Nash and Jamal Murray. So not bad comparisons at all. Again, if you want to make this build better and you're planning on hitting 99 on it, I would definitely go max wingspan, because you still be able to speed boost, you're still gonna be able to shoot, and you'll be able to do everything better, defensively and finishing wise. Now for the offensive badges, I definitely feel like Trae Young has acrobat. He definitely has slithery finisher. He can avoid the contact around the hoop. And then the last couple, we're just gonna go ahead and throw those on to like Pro Touch bronze, consistent finisher bronze, and contact bronze. If you want like a better badge setup, I'd probably go ahead and like make these a little bit more equal, maybe contact finisher gold. But yeah, I personally prefer slithery over contact. That's just me. But yeah, this is what we're gonna go with. Now for the shooting, obviously for Trae and just the build's performance in general, you're gonna want range extender Hall of Fame. You're gonna want at least horizontal around at least silver. I'd recommend Hall of Fame though. Clutch shooter on bronze is a very good badge. Green machine, obviously you want that at least on bronze or silver. It's really good on silver. And then Deadeye, it's completely up to you if you want it or not. You're 6'5". Just think about, you know, how fast your jump shot is, how, you know, whatever. If you think you need the badge, definitely put it on. If you don't think you need it, I'd recommend, you know, going with like corner, maybe difficult shots for the mid-range game. But that's completely up to you. I guess we're just gonna go with corner specialist, Deadeye, and then maybe like we'll throw like green machine on the Hall of Fame, hot start, maybe like volume shooter, tireless shooter for sure, volume shooter. But yeah, I guess this is what we're gonna go with for Trae Young. It's pretty realistic in my opinion, especially considering, you know, corner specialist, he's hot around those wing areas. So yeah, that's what we're gonna go with. Now for the finishing, obviously Trae Young would have like, you know, lob city passer because he throws hella lobs to John Collins. Which, by the way, if you are interested in watching a John Collins build or you play with the big and you guys want to be like Trae and John in the park, definitely go watch that. It's gonna be at the top of the description or my recent video. But yeah, so obviously if you're gonna have a shooting teammate, I would recommend Dimer. If your teammate can't shoot at all, I wouldn't recommend Floor General or Dimer on. But if they can shoot, I'd recommend maybe like Floor General Hall of Fame, and then maybe like Dimer silver or bronze. So we're just gonna assume your teammate can probably shoot, at least pick and pop a little bit. So that's what we're gonna go with. Now I'd put unpluckable onto bronze, maybe even ankle breaker on Hall of Fame to make the build super fun. Space creator's not a bad one. Quick first step, of course you want that. Handles for days, we're gonna throw that onto bronze for now. And then maybe like stop and go and tight handles. Pretty fun badges. Offensively, obviously you don't need ankle breaker, you really don't need tight handles either. But for the fun of it, obviously Trae breaks down his defenders, so we're just gonna go with that. Now for the one defensive, I would recommend clamps. I mean, you're 6'5", maybe even intimidator. That's really it. You only get one. Obviously on legend, this build would be a heck of a lot better because you would have 10 defensive and insane offensive stats. But yeah guys, that is going to wrap up my best Trae Young build in NBA 2K21. If you guys did enjoy this video or found it helpful in any way, shape, or form, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel if you are new for new fire build videos every week. We've been on a hot streak. We've uploaded like 4 or 5 days in a row now, so this is really good. We're getting back into that grind mode. But yeah guys, again, thank you so much for watching. It has been your boy DizzleWRLD, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.